but you look pretty like, you're very...
pretty?
No, I haven't finished my sentence. You look pretty, you look pretty opaque, is that the word?
Opaque?
Like, people are like translucent, right? Like, look at like...
Are you just trying to call me fat?
No.
Elaine Zhang.
Hi.
Should we start a podcast together?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know the
Yes.
rules?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna mansplain it to you. Ready?
All right.
I'm gonna start a 30-second timer. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30-minute timer, okay? In that 30 minutes, we can talk about anything and everything.
Yep.
But at the end of the 30 minutes, I want you to look at the camera, give a confession, and be like, should I start a podcast with Jason?
Nah.
Elaine Zhang,
Yes.
should I start a podcast with you, and what's the first thing you talk about?
I'll have to judge the first question by the end.
Wait, actually, no, you know what?
Yes.
They don't know who you are.
Yes.
So, pretend we're in a job interview right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Hi, so nice to meet you,
Thank you so much for your
Jason.
time. Tell me about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Elaine. I'm a med student and
Yeah.
I also create content on the side.
Lovely.
I am also part of the Miss Universe program this year because I have a bit
Okay.
more time off from med school this year, so I'm trying to say yes to as many things as I can
Oh, yeah.
and just explore what's out there outside of
yeah.
med school.
So, are you like, you're saying yes to as many things as you can?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like saying yes to things means that you can explore so many different roads, and then it gives me a clearer vision of what exactly I actually want, because I don't really know what I want right now.
How long is your med degree?
6 years,
What year are you in now?
4th year.
So you have fourth year including
4th
this
year,
year?
yeah, and then 2 years after that.
Because you just came back from like a clinic at the
Yes.
hospital.
Yeah.
Ophthalmology?
Yeah. Okay.
How was it?
It was actually really cool.
Like, you have to stand for 12 hours though, right?
No, wait, opt-out is one of the good surgery specialties because you get to sit during surgery. Because you're operating on the eye, right? Like
That
it's
just
like
sounds
low
lazy.
down.
That just sounds lazy to me. Anyway, so tell me more about this
Yes.
Miss Universe Australia state finalist
Yes.
thing that you're going on, because before I get into
Yes.
that, have you seen videos online of Miss France or Miss Australia, Miss France? You know, at the end of each pageant,
Yeah.
when they go around to all the Miss Universes and they're like, yell out your country name.
Oh,
It's like,
yes.
Australia! And then there was France!
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking
I have
about?
not seen that actually.
Yeah. What's going to be your battle cry?
Oh, I haven't thought that far yet, man.
Just hypothetically, this is all in the clouds.
Australia.
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 Also whimsical. How did you apply for Miss Universe?
It's actually relatively simple. So they have like an online website. It's
Yeah.
basically like a job. You fill out like a form, you send in a video, send in a few photos.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Like, were there interviews?
No, not yet. So to get into state finalists, they just review basically your application, your social media platforms, the photos you sent them, and then you also send in basically like a video application where you talk about
Okay.
like why you want to do it. It's kind of like an interview, but like not an interview.
Okay, because from my point of view, because
Yeah.
I do law, right?
Yeah.
Medicine, for me, it seems so much more intense. Because first of all, you study med full time. That means you're basically on campus or on clinics basically every day.
Yeah.
You do content creation on the side.
Yeah.
And you sort of do Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot.
yeah, like how do you divvy up your time?
Yeah. I'm actually trying to get better at that. Like I find I'm a very like whatever is biggest in my mind at the moment, I would just do that, which probably isn't good because like obviously what is
works.
prioritized in my head isn't necessarily what should be the biggest priority.
Okay.
But I find that I work a lot of that. Like as in today, I'm like, oh, I have something that I need to do, so I'll just do that first.
Yeah.
And then I don't really actually have much structure in terms of what I do.
But it
I kind of
works.
just do.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing on your mind right now?
I don't know right now. There's like a lot of content I need to create for Miss Universe actually.
So not this podcast that you're on right
Yeah, that's a side thought.
now. Oh, okay. Cool. What do you have to do for Miss Universe?
It's actually very sponsorship based. Like it's something that I didn't know coming to the program. There's actually a lot of content creation inside the program. So there's big brands that sponsor Miss Universe, obviously, right? And
Yeah.
we get sent products and we have to create like posts, reels and everything for them. And it's all due before kind of the state finals, which is next month.
Wait, so because I genuinely don't know anything about
Yes.
this entire thing.
Yeah,
I thought it was genuinely just
a pageant.
A pageant.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
at the end of the day, but I think in the process leading up to state finals is kind of the pageant in April. But leading up to that, we go through a lot of like sponsorships and posting for sponsorships because like obviously if you become Miss Universe Australia,
Yeah.
there's a lot of sponsorships associated with that as well. But yeah, the state finals is kind of the pageant part of it. So you do like interviews with the judges, like or the selection committee, and then you also do like a swimwear walk. I've never walked in my life, by the way, and I'm like 5'4". So.
Is it like a proper catwalk, like a runway?
Yeah, it's like a very small one, like a mini one, because it's still
Okay.
state finals. Just in front of the judges and the other girls as well.
Do you have to like wear these big heels?
You can wear whatever heels you want, actually. They just said as long as they're comfortable.
Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Universe.
Yeah.
We see you out here. You didn't answer my first question though.
Yes.
If we started a podcast,
Yes.
what's the first thing you'd want to talk about?
First thing I want to talk about. I love talking about big, deep questions.
Ask a big, deep question.
All right, I'm going to ask
A
you.
big, deep question.
What defines success for you?
It's going to be the most cop-out answer.
Yep.
It's going to be satisfaction, content, and happiness. That's it. Like, you can compare your perspective with
Yeah.
mine, but especially like recently, now that I'm trying to like find different ways to spend my days and I'm pursuing different projects, success is so hard to define in like one single metric. So whatever makes me satisfied on that particular day, whatever makes me content or happy on maybe achieving a goal or something, like I take each success like incrementally, you know?
Kind of you have like little successes.
Yeah,
that
cute
make
little
it up.
successes.
How cute.
Yeah,
Very
what about
whimsical.
you? So whimsical.
Very whimsical. I do think I think quite similar to you. I guess success comes from like a lot of different aspects of my life, I feel like. Okay, wait, hold on. Before I answer, I have another question to ask.
Okay, go
Do you
ahead.
think you can be... Let me rephrase that. Do you think money buys happiness?
I was literally just thinking this the other day.
Because you were saying that, right? Like, success to you is basically whatever gives you satisfaction
Yeah.
and happiness. Let's say that doesn't earn you money, though.
Okay, I think, first of all, it depends on the value that you put on money. And I think that depends also on how you grew up and your relationship with money. But I watched do you know who Jane Liu is? Shopo?
Oh, yes.
Founder of Shopo.
Oh, yes, I heard of it, actually.
I saw an interview with her lately and an interview asked her, does money buy you happiness? And she was like, no. And I think it's so, obviously, this is like, take everything with a grain of salt, but I think it's so easy to say that money doesn't buy you happiness when you have that asset.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that asset, it's so easy to say that money will buy happiness. Like, the answer completely changes depending on your perspective. So I don't think there's like, oh, money will or will not buy happiness. Depends on how much you value that thing at a specific point in time, your relationship with it, and whether or not it's something that you actually want.
Yeah.
So for example, right now, I'm not like chasing a huge financial goal. So even if I get like, I don't know, like 10K tomorrow in the mail randomly, like great, I'll be happy. But it's not success in the way that, oh, this is giving me satisfaction of what I want in my life right now. It's not making me happy in this respect or some other thing that I'm chasing in my life. Yeah. Do you think money buys you happiness?
I think very similar to you, but I think that there has to be a baseline level of money that I have
Fair enough.
to be happy because, I mean, I've grown up in a relatively privileged world
Yeah.
and I think I'm used to that now. So, yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily that money is correlated with happiness, but I think there is a baseline level of money that I'll need to have to live a comfortable lifestyle at least. And
Yeah.
that is something that I would want in a successful life.
Because I, like recently, like I've been traveling. This is going to sound so like whatever, but like you travel and you literally go to these places and they live in a way that's so different from your life in every, like infrastructure, access to care. I mean, I can't think of anything right now, but especially I went to Vietnam and just the people there were so like kind and happy and like jovial and jolly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. Have you been like Vietnam or like have you been
I've
traveling?
been to like parts of China where I guess I kind of see the similar things, like almost like little like villages.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like better there sometimes. Like it's so
Right?
peaceful and everyone like, I guess like there's less modern day problems of like comparison to people online because like they're not on social media and
Do you think comparison's good? Explain.
I think it's good in moderation.
Okay.
Because obviously, like, if you're comparing to other people and trying to be better, that's always something that's going to be benefiting you because you're constantly trying to be better. But I think to a point, it can also almost like paralyze you because you're so stuck in that cycle of comparing to other people, and there'll always be people that are doing better than you. Like, and also especially online, like you only see those portions of their life. So I think it's to a point, like use it as motivation rather than like feeling bad for yourself or like feeling that you're falling behind necessarily. And just like, I guess, understand that obviously you don't know like everything about someone else. Like they could equally be thinking that your life is amazing as well. So yeah, I think it's good, but as long as you kind of look through it in like a positive lens, that's motivating to you.
I'm gonna put out an analogy and you see if you agree. So the way that I think comparison should be viewed. By the way, if you're watching this at home and you're like, these guys have no idea what they're talking about, it's okay. You don't have to watch this. This is we're seeing if we should start a podcast, and if you want to listen, great. Okay, this is how I view comparison, right? Imagine that your life and your progress is a ladder, and your objectives and your goals and what you achieve is a rung on the ladder. Everyone else has their own ladders. The distance between the rungs on the ladder for each person is different. And I think comparison is really good when you look at the distance between the rungs on your own ladder and you compare yourself now with yourself then and see how far you've come. I think you can look at the other ladders around you, but don't compare the distance of your rungs with the distance of their rungs. You can be like, oh, they have a ladder. That ladder's like quite bigger than mine. Like, I wish I could, sort of try and see how my ladder can stack up against theirs. But don't be like, damn, like the distance between my rungs are so small and the distance between theirs is huge. Do you agree with that analogy or no? Yes.
I think like as in comparison is probably the best actually when you're comparing to like previous versions of yourself. Because like no matter like how good someone else's life started, they might have started at like a better point than you. So it's not something to compare to like how you were a few years ago and see if you've improved from then. That's probably the most important thing.
If I was in your position and I was doing, okay, first of all, competitive.
Yes, very competitive.
Miss Universe Australia.
So competitive.
Like, if I was you in that position, I don't know how I would stop myself from being like, oh my God, everyone here is better than me. Like, what do you?
I mean, I do think that, but like, I don't think of it as a negative thing. I think if you're like the worst person in the room or you're the youngest person or the least experienced person, it means you have the most to kind of learn in that room. And that's the kind of rooms you should be in, right?
Are you a glass half full person?
I think so, yeah. Most of the time. Sometimes I have my moments, but...
Well, like give me a moment where you were like, oh my goodness, this is like, this is cheeks. I'm in the trenches. Someone help me out. And like, what did you do to overcome it? This is such like an interview question. Oh my
God. I feel like I'm doing my med school interviews again.
I'm such a recruiter.
What's the biggest struggle you've been through and what did it teach you?
No, because can I just say, like, Elaine, you're balancing med, you're doing content creation, you're doing a pageant. Like, I think that gives you enough of a standing to give some sort of advice. And like, if anyone wants to be in your position, they can take something from it. So if you're ever feeling down or you're like, oh my God, everyone's better than me, I'm like going through cycles of whatever cycles you go through, how do you get yourself out?
Yeah, I think it's really hard actually, because once you get in those cycles, it's almost like you're stuck in there and it just keeps going because you feel sad, you stay at home and you feel more sad and stuff like that. And it's hard to stay motivated, especially when you have big goals. I think spending time with family helps a lot. Like my parents were always strict growing up, but I think now that I'm more grown, like it's much easier to talk to them about just like life. And I think they definitely put things into perspective. My parents like are migrants and they have like pretty normal jobs. So when I talk to them about like my struggles, it almost makes me feel like I'm lucky to have those struggles. That I have the opportunity to have these struggles. And like at the end of the day, like I'm living and that's a great thing already. So everything I'm doing on top of that is really just for myself. So there shouldn't be any pressure that I'm putting on myself. It's really just I want to be better for myself, and that should be a motivating thing, not something that's pulling me down instead.
Hell yeah. You're climbing your own rungs.
Exactly.
You're not climbing someone else's ladder. Guys, this is not like this. What does this mean? When you talk to your parents, are they generally supportive of you doing like side quests. Because from my like, if you just take a very 2D view of growing up in an Asian background in Australia and then not having the same opportunities as other people, I think it's so easy to assume that your parents want you to pursue a 1D like linear path, and that's like medicine, get a stable job, do whatever. Like how do your parents react with everything you're doing?
Yeah, I think it's really difficult because obviously growing up as migrants and like living most of their like upbringing like overseas, they have a much different perspective on how to gain success, I think, because for them it was very much like, I'll move to this new country and I guess almost start new and create this like good life for my children. And for them, that was just getting a stable job. And that's all kind of they ever dreamed of. So I think it's really hard for them to almost understand the position that we're in now, where like, yes, having a stable job is a goal, but kind of we have the opportunity to explore so many other avenues as well, like creatively or just in terms of other aspects of life. So I think there is like, we do come into a lot of disagreements because of that. I think they struggle to understand that you can kind of have an intersection of all of these different things that you want to chase without losing the main goal of like employment and having a good life in the very end. Yeah, so it is difficult. But I think they're getting better. Like the more you talk to them, the more, I guess, like I think at the end of the day, they're just worried about you and concerned for your future, right? So I think as long as you can talk to them and reassure them that you are, like what you're trying to do is for like your better version, better version of yourself. I think they're starting to come around.
Because I was literally thinking this the other day, and let me know if you agree, like resonate, but like this, like even content creation or anything on the side, like this podcast, hello again, I wouldn't have the opportunity and privilege of feeling secure enough to pursue little side quests like these if I didn't have the opportunity already to study law and get a legal job. Like, do you feel like you're so lucky that you have this med stream that's already going for you and you have this opportunity to just do whatever you want, and if your parents support it, great, but at least you have that opportunity?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're in, like both of us are in, I guess, almost privileged positions. Like I know people that really struggle with content creation because it's their main aspiration, right? And because it is their main aspiration, there's so much pressure that comes with that.
Yeah.
Because like success is directly correlated with how well you do in your content creation.
Pretty much.
And I think whenever something becomes a job, it's just less fun. Like, it takes the fun out of it because it's not for every person, but I think just because, I guess it's the pressure around it. Like, there's pressure to perform and pressure for it to do well. But if it's something that we're doing, like for example on the side, I think it's something that's almost freeing. Like you create content for the sake of creating content.
It's like an outlet.
Yeah.
Do you feel more pressure now as you progress through your degree in med than when you did at the start, or is it the opposite?
In terms of my medical degree? Like, in terms of figuring out what I want to do?
Yeah, in terms of like the SICK-SESS that you might envision for yourself?
Kind of. I think in medicine, not as much because it's such a longer road.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people have very like winding journeys throughout medicine. Like no one gets into specialties like on their first year, and no one really knows what they want to do throughout med school in terms of specialties. So I wouldn't say I feel necessarily that pressure. It's not something that I think like if you ask most fourth year med students, I would think like 90% of them would say they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
I think as you go through med school, you kind of rule out things that you really don't want to do. But I think it's actually really hard to know what you want to do until you're doing it almost.
Can you tell, are you able to tell me like what are the ruled out specialties for you?
Anesthetics.
Why? Oh.
Absolutely not.
Okay, no.
Maybe one day.
Okay, anything else?
I don't think I would do geriatrics. As a bug. I don't think I would do geriatrics, which is like elderly people. Not because I don't like elderly people, don't quit me on that, but it's just a really difficult specialty to be in. Like, because they're older, they have so many more issues that you need to take into account. And it's like they have like one problem, but you don't know what it's coming from. Like there's a whole list of things it could be coming from. So it's actually like a really hard specialty to be in. And often you don't get answers, which I don't really like. Like, I need to know what is causing this thing. I don't want to know that's like one of these options.
You're like, I need my circle closed?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I watched Grey's Anatomy in year 11 and I thought I was destined to be a trauma surgeon.
Oh my goodness.
And then I found out you have to do chemistry. So I was like,
Chemistry was my worst subject as well, actually.
what's your favorite subject?
I think in med or in high school?
In med.
Oh, in med. In med. I like farm. I like pharmacology.
Farm?
Yeah.
What's farm?
Pharmacology, like
Oh.
Like drugs.
Like, bah. Feel like
Yeah,
that farm.
the sheeps.
The sheeps.
The sheeps.
Oh
Sheep.
yeah.
Sheep.
What?
The grammar. They're gonna come for me.
What
Sheep,
grammar?
Sheep, not sheeps.
What are you referencing?
Nothing though.
The plural of sheep is sheep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I said sheeps. Unfortunately.
Do you know what the plural of fish is?
Fish.
Do you know what the plural of geese is?
Wait. Wait.
Mm. Goose is
Goose is singular. Geese is
Okay.
plural.
What's the plural of horse?
Horsies.
No, it's heases. Okay. Backstory: I reached out to Elaine because I was
Yes.
like, I want you to come on because you offer so much good like insight into so many different worlds. Like literally, you're like a sponge right now because you have so many pathways in you,
Yeah.
and you can offer so much. So, from a content creation point of view, how has your journey from the start been different to the journey you're on right now?
Yeah. I think from the start, it was just something I did for fun. Like, oh, TikTok is so fun. Like, I'm gonna make some silly little videos. But I think now, like, it's become more almost of a, it sounds so cheesy, but like an art form almost.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how much effort actually goes into content creation. Like, you have to edit, you have to like tell stories through it, you have to
CapCut.
Yeah, CapCut.
CapCut. I love CapCut.
CapCut. You have to add sound effects, like, and you have to think about like who your audience is, what are you trying to, like, what kind of image are you trying to portray, basically. So
Yeah.
I think now I'm also trying to experiment with a lot more of that. So getting better at editing, seeing what kind of persona I want to have online, and I guess how can I demonstrate that through whatever content I'm making.
Describe your online persona in 3 words.
I don't know. You tell me.
Can I?
I can't
Yeah,
really.
I'll tell you. Okay,
Yeah.
I think bubbly. Okay, bubbly.
Am I really bubbly online?
I think you are. And I think it comes through in the way that you edit as well.
Okay.
Like it's an art form, like you said. Bubbly, charming, and open.
Open.
I know
Really?
because like part of it has to do with the fact that you're sharing your
Yeah.
journey. And I think inherently a part of sharing your journey is the fact that you're open about what you're going through. And even if you're not like, oh my God, I'm going through this amount of problems a day, you're still letting people see how you grow. And that's like an openness in itself. I think that's
True.
authentic.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That's crazy because I
She paid
like
me to say that.
yeah. Here's some cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting because I never thought of myself as like. I mean, in person, I would say I'm bubbly, particularly with people that I'm comfortable with, and like.
I think
know
it's the
really well.
voiceovers you give.
Oh, is
Like
it?
the voiceovers actually give your content so much life. Yeah.
Okay, noted. I would do more voiceovers.
It's like, hey guys, I fainted in the hospital today.
Yeah,
I'm like,
guys,
tell me
help.
more. Tell me more.
Yes,
Oh,
please
yeah.
help.
Is med school sort of like the same as law school where they teach you all the theories like this is the law, but you don't actually learn how to apply it?
Kind
Like,
of.
do you-
I think there's a lot more application.
Do you suture in med school?
Oh yeah, but like not in med school. Like as in we have workshops like outside, like run by like societies and stuff where you can learn those things. But
Really?
yeah,
Do you have to sew like bananas and grapes?
like they have suture kits, like fake skin. It's like rubbery material, or like pig trotters, pig feet, pig trotters, pig feet. Is that
The cankles?
Yeah, cankles, literally.
Pig cankles?
Yeah, you suture on those.
Really?
Yeah.
How's your suturing skills?
I've only done it once actually.
Okay,
and
well,
I'm
funny that you
pretty-
mentioned because we actually
No.
because you're scared of blood,
Needles.
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 What if I like?
No. Okay, wait. Needles I can look at. Like vaccines are fine. Hey, don't laugh at me.
No. It's like if I just show you a needle right now. will you
No,
be like-
I'm fine. As long as it's not going into someone or into me.
So like, how do you get vaccinated?
Vaccines are okay because they're on like I don't know, it's really weird. I'm fine with like the outside of my body, but on this surface of my arm I can't take it. Like blood test.
You know what? I resonate.
Understand
No,
that?
because like
This is me. This is my like
this
is my
part
safe
feels
space.
vulnerable. It's like
Right?
this is me. I'm giving you this is me. I was like this one like I show this like I literally wave this. Like,
Right.
Is there a rule that says like oh you can only jab 3 times before you have to let the patient go?
Yeah, because I think you can get the site contaminated. You switch the other arm. So you actually got the blood out though that time.
No, I
right?
didn't.
Oh.
No, I had to go another
So
separate
what was the
time.
issue? Is that horrible, babe?
Do you want to see my veins?
Yeah, sure.
Let me.
Oh my goodness, he just wants to strip.
Oh, sorry.
What an excuse.
Okay, like if you.
I don't see a vein.
You can't see my veins, right?
Actually, oh no, you have very like thick skin. I don't know.
Okay, wait.
I mean, there's one here, but you look pretty like. You're
I
very
look pretty.
No, I haven't finished my sentence. You look pretty. You look pretty opaque. Is that the word?
Opaque?
People are like translucent, right? Like look at like.
Are you just trying to call me fat?
No, look. Right, look. My skin like.
I mean, I can see like a purple.
Yeah.
Wait,
I can't
try
see
my
it on yours.
right one.
Oh, maybe it's the lighting actually.
Don't you have to like press down?
Yeah, you clench your fist, pump it. Oh, maybe that one.
No, that's just my tendon,
I
isn't
feel
it?
like this red light is cancelling out whatever color you have actually. I'm like a blood test expert now because I'm so like prone to fainting. Yeah, I optimize myself so hard before blood tests.
You optimize yourself.
Optimize.
You have an entire schedule that you follow.
Yes.
What's your schedule?
So normally like it's in the morning fasted, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just chug a lot of water because like that makes the blood like thinner and easier to come out.
Okay.
I lie down when I get my blood tests.
Do you actually?
I do.
Is that because you're scared that you'll just conk
No,
out?
the blood test lady doesn't actually let me take them sitting up because once I like started falling forward and she has the blood vial in her hand and she was like trying to catch me at the same time and it was quite traumatizing for her.
In every podcast, they have a segment where they ask very deep questions.
Yes.
And so I have to ask these
Oh my goodness.
deep
okay,
questions to
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
Elaine. Elaine Zhang.
Yes.
You are currently pursuing studies in medicine alongside your Miss Universe pageant. In fact, you've gone on the record for having an immense fear of needles and blood. Do you feel selfish and embarrassing for pursuing a career where you know thousands of other students are so viable for your same position?
I actually think I've strived harder to be in this position because of that fear of needles. Thank you very much.
Even when you're passed out on the hospital floor?
Yeah, even when I'm passed out on those hospital
When some
floors.
poor medical student could be observing the inside of an abdominal cavity. Next question.
Yes.
Elaine Zhang.
Yes.
Your online username is @mystomachisinpain.
Yes.
Do you think it is wise to be using your online platform to be promoting digestive disorders?
I'm not promoting it. I'm bringing awareness to it, you know? And I think actually that username has manifested my IBS because ever since I created TikTok, I have had
Do you think it's
consistent
trendy to have digestive disorders?
Do you think so? I mean, you followed the trend because you also have digestive system issues.
Next question, Elaine Zhang. You said recently that med school is a lot like high school and your advice is to not make any enemies. Give me the names of 3 bitches you can't stand in your cohort.
Jason Ma.
And the crowd goes wild. Elaine Zhang,
Yes.
you are a state finalist for the Miss Universe Australia pageant.
Yes.
Practice your Miss Universe Australia speech.
Oh. What did I even talk about?
I don't know, just say some inspirational shit.
You got this, divas. No matter what it is, you got this.
So, Elaine Zhang,
Yes.
look into the camera
I'm looking.
and give me a confession
Yes.
on whether you think we should start a podcast.
Like you're not here?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not here. Who
Oh,
am
you're
I?
not here. Okay. All right. Would I start a podcast with Jason Ma? Potentially. As long as we get to talk about enough deep issues. And yes. And let me mog him all episode. And maybe we should talk a bit more about Jason next episode.
That is my favorite subject.
I know
So,
it is.
On the count of 3, should we start a
Yes.
podcast? 3, 2, 1. I think it
Yes.
depends.
Oh,